Hey everyone, and welcome to this webcast. My name is Andres and I'll be taking you through the next couple of minutes. I'm going to select an Excel file, which I'm going to use as my input file. Now please note that you don't have to have Excel installed on the client machine. However, to show you what it looks like, I will just open it here briefly. So we can see that this is the typical output from a SysPro report. What I'm looking for specifically is the component column, which will be the name of the document that we would be searching for. And there are no file extensions added here. But if you do need to have file extensions, please, by all means, talk to me and we can look at adding that functionality. The second column we are interested in is going to be the part revision column. So using both of these, the program will search for files inside the vault and return them to the specified folder. So, first things first, I click on the button, I choose my report file, and then I choose the two columns that are of interest to me. In this case, that would be component and part revision. I hit the preview data button to make sure that I've chosen the correct columns, and if I did not, we distribute PDF files, but should we need to do DWG or DXF files, it is simply a case of adding one or more extensions. But please do note that the more extensions you add, the more the search time inside of the vault increases. Nevertheless, I am able to specify more than one file type. For the purpose of the demonstration, I will only search for PDF files. I'm going to limit my search for the initial search to a particular subfolder inside my vault. And then I am also going to say that I'm ready to collect the files. So right now what I can do is I can go to the collection tab and choose a destination folder for the program to put the files in once they have all been collected. Right, so now I'm going to hit the gather button. And after a short while, we can see that the list of files that we were looking for pops up on my screen. There are three bold items over here. To see what any of the results mean, I simply double-click the item. Now the message in this case tells me that the revision of the 002 file is nothing and the requested revision is B. Now that would correspond to what we're looking at here. So that tells me that there is a PDF file in the vault. However, the file in the vault has no revision and the requested revision is B. And therefore the error message that pops up over here. The second file we can look at says NF. Now if I double click that, it tells me that the file 0005 was not found in the vault. You'll remember from my previous setting that I limited the search to a particular folder inside the vault. So the two messages that we can see here are both NF, meaning that neither of those were found. Okay, I'm going to go back and change this now to say search the entire vault. I'm going to click the gather button. The search results pop up and I can see that I now have better results because it did indeed find those two files and it gives me the location of either of those files. If I want to go to it, I can simply hit the browse to button, or I can copy the file name, or I can browse to the file simply by going to my vault and browsing to the file and looking for it. Alright, so the only one that we have a problem with currently is the file that has the incorrect revision. How to fix that would be to go to the vault and update the PDF with the correct revision, which would most likely mean a design change, or remove this file from the list of files that need to be gathered. Now there are some caveats with this particular search algorithm that I use. And that is that the file vault must have unique file names. If you do not have unique file names, the search will search through the entire vault, and the first file that it finds, which matches the inputs, will be returned. So if you do not have unique file names, basically only the first search result will be returned. Okay, so I've collected all the files. I can now go to my destination folder. And based on the settings, you can see that all these files were already zipped for you inside of a particular folder, zip file. So if you do not wish to zip the files, simply go back to the input file settings and uncheck this checkbox that says that you want to compress the files to a zip file. Lastly, what we also want to do is, for our vault, we can choose the option here which says clear the local cache after the copy, which will remove any of the copies that have been cached in the local vault view so that the user's machine does not fill up with unnecessary PDFs. And this is especially useful for people that do not actually use SOLIDWORKS or generate the PDF files.